you ever heard of the saying, you're healing but not broken?
Yes, I mean, I have heard a lot of people say to us that they feel as if they're broken.
Yeah, as if they can't be fixed, as if
Yeah.
they need to be fixed, but they're just broken, that there's no repairing.
Yeah, that I've heard that many times. Yeah.
And so that's what we're going to be talking about in this week's episode of
Get Real with the English Sisters.
You're healing, not broken.
Yeah, I really do like that.
Mm.
You know.
I was thinking today when we were driving back from seeing a client, we went on the motorway, and there was no signalling. The lanes had been taken away, the white lines,
in order to restore them. Yeah, they were obviously
show where you had to drive along.
They were going to be repainting them or something because there was roadworks. Yes,
roadworks.
Yeah.
And I was finding it actually really difficult to drive along them.
Yeah.
To keep my lane, and I was finding it really unsettling. I was thinking, gosh, this is really hard. Obviously, you have to slow down and everything. But I was thinking, if you had like just the white lines that show you the lane, they're just so significative how they can actually help you so much and guide you.
And yet all you have to do is go straight, so it's not complicated.
No.
But yet you would think, that you could just do that. You think, what's the big deal? There's a white line or there's not a white line. I mean, there's no need to panic, sort of thing. But as soon as you don't see that guideline, it is a bit like that. And I was thinking that as well, like in life, it is, sometimes it's nice not to have all these specified, guidelines. But I do think a general line of where you're going is needed for each and every one of us in order so that we know what we're doing.
Well, like a guiding light.
Yes, a guiding light. Yeah, a guiding line, something that you know what you're doing.
Yeah. So if you are feeling broken, there are lessons to be taken from this, aren't there?
I think I do like what you said. You're not really broken. You are in the process of healing, and there may be scars.
Yeah.
There always is. Most of the time we all have a few scars, whether on our skin or whether in our hearts, metaphorically. So definitely, I think.
I also think of like in the garden, when you have a tree that's like bent because it's been blown about by the wind and it's had all life thrown at it. And yet, when the wind calms down, it can actually, grow straight again, grow up straight. I've got many trees like that in my garden.
Really,
they've been blown about,
they've been battered about, and you would think,
oh my gosh, they're not going to make it.
Right, yeah, but they do.
They do, and they have all their little niggles and their twirls and their knots, and yet they do grow stronger for it.
The resilience is there. And I think it's nice to remember that sometimes, because I think a lot of the times, especially when we do feel as if we're broken or we feel as if, a lot of people just feel as if they haven't had the right sort of foot in life. They were giving the wrong deck of cards because the family was not quite right. And, you think, no, I can never be, I've heard this phrase, among friends, I can never be as good as you because you were sort of like, you had this healing childhood. And yet a lot of them don't get that.
Yeah.
And so they feel as if there's missing parts somehow. But I do think those missing parts can be found. Life is a bit like a puzzle, isn't it? You find things that you need.
Well,
As life goes on.
as you as you live day by day and you gather strength and you accept the fact that you're not broken, that you are healing.
I think that's a
And
big part of it.
Yeah, and you look for that guideline and you look for those white lines along the road, or you look for the person or the people that can help you and support you, and you're kind to yourself. That's when the healing can really take place, because then you can put everything into action that you need to heal, instead of beating yourself up and saying that, just putting yourself down and saying that you're broken when you're not. And none of us ever are.
Well,
it's impossible.
It is actually, yes. I mean, when we say we're broken, what we're saying is that we're hurting.
Yes.
There's a part of us that's hurting, and that part needs to be listened to, because we're very, very upset, or because we haven't had that childhood that with the parents that were like perfect or whatever. So we feel as if there's parts that weren't fully listened to. Yes. So I think you're right. Yeah, I think it's ourselves that we have to sort of say, no, I'm going to give myself a break here. You don't necessarily have to say you're broken. You can say, I'm in the process of healing, and it doesn't matter how long that's going to take. It's a process.
Well, I think most of us are healing all the time, aren't we?
From lots of little things.
So many things. We've always got
small and large, whatever it is.
Battle in life. There's always something going on in our life that we're having to heal from. I mean, it might sound like it's exaggerated to say that, but I'm sure that most of you listening can identify with it, that there's always a part of you that's either grieving, or you're grieving a loss of a parent or of someone or something. There's always something in your life that you may have an illness or something that you're trying to come to terms with, or an addiction or past trauma.
Yeah.
I mean, most of us, if we're alive, we've had things happen.
Exactly.
To us,
we're like those trees.
Yes.
The wind has passed. The rains have fallen. The sun has shone, maybe sometimes a bit too hard. And things have happened. We've been windswept. We've been burnt. That's part of living. So I think, yes, I do agree. I think we do have to understand that we are complex and infinite beings, that it is difficult to say. You cannot say we are broken, because we are born whole.
Exactly.
And nobody can really take that away, even though you've had an abusive past. If you go back to your beginning and you look inside, you are actually whole. But you may need to be healed. You may need that healing part. And the first step is acknowledging that and being kind to yourself, and allow that healing to take place. Be gentle, be kind, be gentle to yourself above all, I would say.
Well, yeah.
Accept, okay, this has happened to me. I'm in the process of healing. I mean, it's like those beautiful Japanese vases that everyone always says, how the broken ones, that they seal them, they seal them with gold.
They do, don't they?
They do
make
that.
them the vase that breaks, and then they put the beautiful gold.
Yeah, and so it's even nicer afterwards. Yes, I mean, that's the kind of metaphor everyone uses, and because it's a valid one, and it's true. It's really windy out there today.
Just as we were saying.
I do hope this isn't being picked up, but it might be. I don't know. Because we've actually decided to leave one of the windows open. But yes, it is very much like that.
It's I think it's comforting to feel as if you're in the process of healing, to actually put your hand to your heart and just say, it's okay.
It's okay.
I'm healing now, and I'm going to be okay. And I may need help. I may need the support of whoever, family, friends, a therapist. But I'm going to be okay, and I'm not going to be nasty to myself or harsh on myself and say that I'm broken, because I'm not. And there's great resilience in acknowledging that. It makes you feel resilient, doesn't it?
It
makes
does.
you feel, and we are, as human beings, we are very resilient.
Extremely. And when we go to bed at night, each night we renew, we do all that wonderful things inside our bodies. We're incredible. So yes, we are very resilient indeed, much more than what we give ourselves credit for. And I think even if, bad things have happened to us in the past and we may feel as if we're broken, let's not let that get in the way of our future. We can still have a good future ahead of ourselves. It doesn't mean that because we are broken that now, today, we feel like that tomorrow can't be different. It can be.
Yes.
Because I know, I was thinking of a young mother, a young lady who wanted to become a mother, and she said, I cannot be a mother because I've had no good example. I'm broken. She said, I was broken by my parents. It was been awful, this and that. But you are here today and you are speaking to us. And that already, I think, is going to make you a great mum.
Well, yes, because if you're already concerned about it, it means that you're going to be a good mum.
You're going to be a good mum.
Because otherwise you wouldn't even be thinking like that.
Yes, so your past doesn't make up your future. No. You can change it.
Yeah.
It's
one day at a time.
Yes, one day at a time.
And then having the guidance to know where you're going and what you want for yourself, and being proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself and the progress you've made.
Be proud and allow that time, and healing can take as long as it needs to take. Sometimes, it's for some people it's just settling and being with themselves. They may go for a walk and understanding that it's not definite. Nothing is set in stone. We're human beings. We evolve so much and we change so much. So you can't say you're broken. You can say you may feel as if you're devastated, as if you're broken today. But then things change and evolve.
And you need the nourishment, just like the tree needs the nourishment, the water, the elements.
You might need some chicken broth or something, Just take it easy.
Take care of yourself.
Cuddles, yes. Give yourself a cuddle, Look after yourself, and then you'll see the healing will take place.
So thank you for listening. Please do come and see us on social media, on YouTube, on Instagram.
Yep, Instagram also.
Everywhere. And you can see the video on YouTube too. And thank you for listening as always. We do love and appreciate you all. And we look forward to seeing you again next week. We are therapists and we are here to help you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Bye.